Hi, my name is Nick Shell and I wrote a song called I'm in a Better Place Now. This video is to explain what inspired me to write that song. In case you haven't watched me perform the song, which would be really weird if you're watching this one first, there is a link right below. You can click on it and you can watch me perform the song that I've written a couple of months ago called I'm in a Better Place Now. So I want to go through the lyrics and explain my inspiration. To me, this is a huge milestone in my life to be able to write this song. It's a really big deal for me personally. Here we go, here's the lyrics. Someone tell me why I think it's gonna be okay. I'm at peace with all the mysteries I can't explain. If ignorance is bliss, then I want more of this. Is this a glimpse of what it's like to see life as a gift? So I am someone who, I think it's safe to say I've been living in like 7.5 years of anxiety. I'm like 42 and a half, and it started when I was 35. As I started realizing that I had everything I wanted and needed in life. So it's like this existential crisis. And especially as I've accidentally gone in this process of deconstructing my Christian faith, which is, I guess, a trendy thing, but it's never something I was aware of. I was doing it organically on my own, asking questions that I never thought to or was afraid to. So that's a lot of what this song is about, is me deconstructing and sorting out my own existential crisis, which I think I'm at the end of now. I think I have opened that door now, and I think this song signifies that. But we can see that a lot of my existential crisis is related to my understanding of God. So the pre-chorus here, I'm living comfortably in the uncertainty. I'm not taking things way too seriously anymore. I'm in a better place now. I'm climbing my own way out. This is what a good day looks like. Things are going to turn out all right. So for someone who's lived in years of anxiety, and by the way, a lot of that has to do with me understanding myself better thanks to me writing a book this year on Enneagram and understanding who I really am underneath all that anxiety. I was a very stressed out person, I was a very angry person, and now that I've been able to release that and understand myself better, it's put me in a situation where the version of myself that I've lived for years was never really me. I'm getting back to my true self, which is someone who seeks peace and harmony. And ultimately, at my worst, I've become a very anxious, fearful, angry person. But when I am at peace, the real me comes out, and I'm so grateful to see that. So after saying, hey, I'm living comfortably in the uncertainty, I'm not taking things way too seriously, things are getting good now, then the actual, I guess we could say, chorus of this says this: will I still feel this way tomorrow? Is it even up to me? Can I keep my head in the clouds and look around without something pulling me down to the ground? I'm in a better place now. So it's me saying, okay, and I wrote this 2 months ago before I really even got to the good place I'm at now. So I was asking, are we good now, or is this just a phase and then it goes away? But having been a little over 2 months since I've written this song, I can confirm, yeah, things really are better now. And it's not a coincidence, and it's not a phase. Moving on to the second verse. Something tells me that God is smiling down on me. I'm at peace with who I am now and what I believe. If God is love, I guess I'll trust it works out in the end. Is this a glimpse of heaven when we all begin again? So I think that in me asking and pursuing difficult questions about my Christian faith, and I'm still sorting through this. There's this dichotomy. There's this two different versions where I feel I know God and I feel like I can see God's faithfulness and His presence and all those things. But my challenge right now that I'm working through is seeing how that connects with God in the Bible, specifically in the Old Testament. I struggle with that. And I guess this is me being at peace with knowing I can't know all the answers, but I have to think, in my 42 years on this planet, what has God looked like to me, and what does His faithfulness look like to me? And that's the version of God that I identify as best I can. And then we have this final bridge, a little bit of a cliffhanger. But this is me being real as I've deconstructed my Christian faith and understood, tearing it down so that I can be stronger, or at least be more sober-minded when it comes to my understanding. So here it is. I choose hope over meaninglessness. I choose faith over being a nihilist. I admit I could spend my life believing the wrong thing. But if God isn't real, my search to find Him still led me to a better place. Now, ultimately, I guess that's probably somewhere in the territory of Maslow. Is it Maslow? What is it? But there's this theory ultimately that you're still better off having hope and believing in God than not. I think it's Pascal's theory or something like that. And ultimately, if that's the best I can do, if that's where I'm at, and even if that's how I live the rest of my life, then Pascal's wager, there we go, it's driving me crazy. Pascal's wager. It's something similar to that, but I feel that I can feel at peace and knowing that there are just most things in life beyond what my immediate surroundings are. I'm not going to have answers, and none of us are. Even with all the AI that's being created, we can never still truly know, because it's still based on man's limitation, knowledge on that. So this really is a huge deal for me to be able to celebrate. Okay, I have overcome my existential crisis. I'm at peace. I understand myself better. I understand that I've lived much of my life as a very angry person, and I've held resentment, and I've packed down that anger inside of me, and now I'm being more vocal about it, and I can feel good about life, and I can sleep at night and not worry about when I go to sleep. I cannot worry about all the things I cannot control. And I think that so much of that tension was me having fear about God, and me not understanding, and me feeling like, well, my father is the best father I could ask for, and God seems so far away from me, yet I do feel I understand and have faith in God, but it's hard for me to understand a human father versus spiritual father, and what happens after we die and all of that, because so many of my songs go back to life and death and heaven and hell, and not being able to have answers for things. So for me to be able to say, I'm at peace with all the mysteries I can't explain, and with me to be able to say, you know what? I do believe in God. I do believe in Jesus. I accept him dying on the cross for me. And I live in that faith. And I believe that Jesus is the perfect model to live by. I've always been attracted to his teachings and his ways, and how countercultural he was and is. But if none of that actually ends up checking out, and I die and I find out I was wrong, I can live my whole life knowing that it's okay, because still, me searching to find God as best as I can still led me to be in a better place than I would have otherwise. I would rather live a life of hope than to not have hope. I think that search for God, for me specifically, gives me a sense of peace in all of this. I would love to hear from you. If you'd like to leave a comment below, and again, there's a link right there that I put where you can watch me perform this song. Thanks for watching.